Hey guys, my name is Allie. I do know that most of you know who I am if you're probably watching this, but if you've never been to my channel, thank you so much for coming first of all. And again, my name is Allie. I'm a 25-year-old girl living in LA. I originally started my YouTube channel back when I was 19, so it's been a long time, but I will admit to being highly negligent to the channel, and I'm going to go into a little bit about why, and I don't want to babble too much, but the reason I originally started this channel was because when I was 19 years old, I had a liver resection, which basically means they had to remove part of my liver for liver disease. But it wasn't because of drinking, it wasn't because of something I did to myself, it was something I was born with, so no big deal. I have a perfectly functioning liver, I'm perfectly healthy. The disease has not yet been cured. I still live with this day to day, but I have a perfectly healthy liver, so no worry there. But the reason I started the channel, back to that, is I was basically on bed rest. So I was sitting in bed all day long and I had nothing to do and I was losing my mind. I always had a dream of going to hair school and, working in that industry, whether it was acting or modeling, and I did have a very short-lived modeling career, but because of the liver resection, I was not able to pursue it because of the large scar that was left behind, which was heartbreaking to me because initially it was supposed to be about yay big and it ended up being about 9 inches long on my abdomen. But that's okay, life goes on, and I believe everything happens for a reason. I started the channel, and in my free time I would make videos. Looking back, some of them not so great. Some of them I did give good advice in terms of, products and what you should buy and my view on them, but I will admit that some of the videos were, well, very amateur. But some of you were so sweet, watched them, gave positive support, and for you guys, I thank you. You guys actually stood by me no matter how not so great my videos were, and your sweet comments always made my day, especially just laying there in bed not being able to do much. You guys fed me and kept me going, which was so awesome. And I think that that's one of the awesome things about YouTube, is that it doesn't necessarily only help the viewer, but it also helps the people creating the videos, because everyone has a reason and a way that they got into it, or and a reason or a way that it's helping them, and you guys helped me. Even though there was a very small few of you, it really did make a difference in my life. But anyway, moving forward, eventually I did heal enough to get a job. I went to beauty school. I believe I was in beauty school at the time, possibly part-time when I was doing my YouTube channel, but I ended up getting a job assisting at a hair salon, but unfortunately it was too strenuous on my body. I couldn't stand for 8 hours a day, and with the liver disease thing, and it wasn't working. I was passionate about it, I loved it, but physically I was pushing myself too hard, so I had to walk away from that. Now my father, I was raised around the leasing industry, and by leasing I mean equipment financing. Please don't get out of this video. I'm not about to turn this into some really boring business video, but basically equipment financing is what I was raised around because my dad did that, and he found me a job through a business connection, which is where I currently work. I'm kind of like a customer service type rep. I'm a service rep of some sort. Again, not going to bore you with details, but that is why I took a large break from this channel. I've made a few videos here and there apologizing, telling you guys, oh, I want to do this and I want to do that, because deep down in my heart, that is what I want to do. There's never been a day in my life where I'm like, oh, I really want to start making YouTube videos. Let's make a vlog video today just so I can upload it. I have wanted to get back into this. This is what made me happy when I was laying in bed, depressed and sad, and making these videos and editing them and communicating with my viewers, it really brought light to my day, and it was what I truly felt passionate about. It gave me a mixture of everything: communicating with people, helping people, speaking to people, meeting people, getting to talk about hair, getting to talk about style, all of that stuff without, and my limitations, my physical limitations, didn't play a part in it. I was able to do everything I wanted to do. Medically, I've had something holding me back my whole life, whether it was, you know, taking tests in school because I was having, you know, an operation. I was always held back medically. And for once in my life, like YouTube, there was no reason for me to be held back from making these for you guys, and it kept me going. So finally, anyway, so that's a backstory of where I disappeared to. I had a full-time job. I still have liver disease, so by the time I got home working an 8-hour shift, I'd get home, I was too tired. I didn't have it in me to film a video, edit it, upload it, and try to maintain it for you guys. I didn't want to like tease you guys with making a few and then disappear again. I didn't want to do that to you guys. So unfortunately, I stopped making videos, and every single day, like I said, it hurt me. I really, really, really loved doing it when I was doing it. So fast forward, my father passed away 3 weeks ago tomorrow. It was a tremendous loss. He was my best friend. You know, him and I were so close. He was everything to me, everything and more to me. And the only reason I'm not crying right now is because he would want me to stay strong. And, you know, losing my father has put my entire life into I don't know, my mind has done this crazy 360 where everything I'm looking at looks different. Everything I smell smells different. Every way I look at a person, it's just my perspective on everything has changed. I took 2 weeks off of work for bereavement after losing my father, and I returned back to work, and I sat at my desk, and I have never felt so depressed in my life. I mean, it exceeded the amount of like the feeling that I felt when I watched my father pass away. And that sounds weird because obviously losing my father was the ultimate loss, but I wanted to make my dad proud, and that's all I want to do is make him proud. And sometimes I was following in his footsteps by working in the leasing industry, which is what he did, and he was so proud of me. He was so proud of me. But what makes a father proud isn't what you're doing, it's what makes you happy. And I really got to sit there and I'm like, you know what? Like, I know my dad is proud of what I'm doing, but now that he's up in heaven or wherever he is, whatever you believe in, this is not going to turn into a religious video. He's watching after me, and I know he's watching after me, and it broke my heart to know that wherever he was, that he finally got to see how unhappy I am where I am in my life. And you know, it made me reassess everything. It's not about, you know, your parents want you, and I can't speak for everybody, but my father was a great man and he loved me. I was his only daughter, and I know for a fact that he would be more proud of me working a job, making minimum wage, but that I woke up every morning excited to go to work, being passionate about what I do, smiling all day, and he would be so much more proud of me doing something like that than having a $100,000 a year salary, waking up every morning not wanting to go to work because I'm just not passionate about what I'm doing. So that was a huge revelation I had, and it made me sad because I realized, like, I am sure that is the case for so many people out there, not just me. Like, I'm not just some like random person that's like, oh my gosh, I'm the only person in the world that isn't doing what I feel like I am destined to be doing or that I'm passionate about. I'm sure this is everybody, but I just wanted to make a video about it and be like, look, I went to work, I realized that this is not what I am meant to be here. I'm wasting my time, I'm wasting my youth. My youth. I feel like I have more to offer the world, and I don't mean that in any condescending or cocky way, but I'm just from a personal, like you deserve, I don't know, like everybody feels that like everyone's here for a reason, and everyone should feel that they have something to offer somebody, whether emotionally, physically, whether it's your talent, you know, everyone has something to offer, and I truly feel like I have something to offer, and it's not being utilized where I am. I'm good at what I do, I'm just not passionate about it. And just knowing that my dad now, wherever he is, can now see and tell how you know, not not happy I am, it broke my heart, literally broke my heart. So what I've decided to do is quit my job. I'm going to go on a whim, and I am going to, I want to make my dad proud. And he was always such a responsible man. So he's probably sitting up there watching me make this video right now like, oh my gosh, she's gonna quit her job. But I need him to know that I'm doing this because I need to follow my heart. While I'm still young, I need to take a chance, I need to take a leap, and I need to find myself. I need to find what makes me happy, and making YouTube videos makes me happy. It legitimately makes me happy. Like, this right now is the most genuine smile that I've had on my face this whole video since my dad passed away. This is what I like, reaching out to people. I want to be able to other people that had a recent loss, a family member pass away. I want to share stories about what I'm going through and how it's been. I want to give, my hair just went from black to ombre, and I didn't have any damage. I want to give advice and reach out to people and meet friends across the world and share stories. And there's so much that I personally feel like I have to offer, and I feel like I want to learn from all of you. And this is something that I'm really passionate about. So I ultimately plan to quit my job and do YouTube full time. And I know that you guys, it's been so long since I've, made a video, and you guys have still stuck around. I get little messages from you guys all the time, like, where have you been, and come back. And I want to say that I'm so grateful to you guys for sticking around. And I have made videos before where I'm like, I promise I'm coming back, but you guys, now more than ever, I have learned a major lesson, and I feel like this has made me grow up so much. Like, I am not gonna waste another day being unhappy. We have to follow our hearts, because we really do only live once. And all of our relatives that are no longer with us, who are looking down on us, they would want us to be happy, and we really need to find what makes us happy and go for it. And what's the worst that could happen? I dedicate myself to YouTube full time. I get 0 views, and maybe I learned something new about myself in the journey. But I can't stress it enough. If you've just lost somebody like I have, you need to try to, don't think so much about, I don't know, just try to focus on making them proud, and not so much in, oh, I need to make them proud by making $1 million tomorrow. Make them proud by finding what makes you happy, and finding what you're passionate about, because every parent wants their child to be passionate, to be kind, to be giving. And I want to give that to my dad. I want to give that to him. He did so much for me throughout my entire life. I owe this to him. I owe this to myself. I owe it to myself. So that is my quick video. I just wanted to let you guys know, again, thank you for being patient with me. It's not going to be an instant thing where I suddenly start uploading videos. I do have a few things I have to take care of. Of course, I have to decide, when I would put my 2 weeks in at work. There's some logistics that I need to work out, but I would love feedback from you guys. I would love to get talking to you guys again. I can definitely do a Q&A or a couple of videos in the meantime, just if you have any questions about the loss of my father. If you guys want any advice on anything, reach out to me. I love talking to you guys. And again, I really, really, really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. And whether it's nighttime, daytime, or you guys just woke up, I hope you have an amazing morning, day, night, etc. All right, guys, thanks again so much. Have an amazing, amazing day.